This is part 2 of my conversation with opera singer extraordinaire, producer, teacher, composer, South Africa's own Sibongile Mngoma. We spoke to her about the lack of transformation in the opera sector, subsector, and the indictment that she was talking about, that the government of South Africa is not doing enough. But now I am, as an opera lover, keen to understand the state of play in the opera industry as we speak in South Africa. Sibongile Mngoma, welcome again. Please describe to me the state of play in the opera subsector, if I may call it that. Who are the main players? What are they doing? But essentially, why can't I be having as many opera productions as I'm getting films in the theaters?
Okay, what is the state of play? The state of play is that it's still the same old, Nothing has shifted. So, you know, when I came into the space, there were functional opera companies, okay?
Right.
There were your PACs, your KPAC, your NAPAC, you know, you had those. And what it was is that because government was taking an active role in making sure that opera and other forms are subsidized, they were thriving. And then when we had the new dispensation, we threw the bathwater out with the baby. And unfortunately, it so happens that we did that at a time when Black people were actually getting into the space. So we shot ourselves in the foot and we didn't recover. You know, the one thing that we should learn to do as a country is to be able to say, okay, maybe we made a mistake. The changes we made, they were premature. We can go back and fix it. Put back things that we took out because we thought they didn't benefit Black people. They were only elitist and they benefited only white people. Look at the number of Black people who are singing opera today who do not have work because we took away the funding from that space. And we are not even trying to put it back. Instead, every time you approach the Department of Arts and Culture and you say, okay, you say we must partner with you, because my approach when I came back, I realized that the space was hostile. So I approached business, and every time I would go on radio and have an interview, you would get somebody from the Department of Arts and Culture calling in saying, but why are you not partnering with us? So I said, okay, cool. I will partner with the department. So let's talk about how we can do this. But you know what they will do? Then they want to send it to the very people who are not trying to be inclusive of everyone. They're trying to keep themselves excluding everyone. So you have people in different provinces. Okay, let me just be
brutally honest.
Brutally honest. You have Cape Town that does not have any Black people in senior management. So because they don't have any Black people in senior management, they don't care about the welfare of Black people. You have Natal, KZN, that has people that only work with specific people because they're in their circles and they don't want to include anybody else. If you're not part of that circle, they won't even talk to you. They will pretend as if they are. Everyone, you know, it's like smokes and screens. Everyone pretends like, you know, we all grin and smile. It's like smile and wave, but nobody's doing anything tangible that actually includes everyone.
What about Gauteng? We used to have what there, and what has been happening in that space?
Gauteng, I can't even talk about Gauteng because, you know, you look at the situation. There used to be an opera company in Pretoria. It was taken over by Black people and they messed it up. Because yet again, it becomes about friendships as opposed to excellence and ability to deliver a good job.
The history of opera, at least from people who, like me, came from the outside, was that it is, hey, Eurocentric. Can opera be truly Africanized, if there's such a way? to look at it?
You know, the thing about it is there are no complete states to any of this. You make it work. Are we going to say, can science be completely Africanized too? Is that what we go? Is that where we're going with this? Because the main thing about it is that if we're talking, I'll take it here. If we're talking about a country that has a high level of unemployment, and you can create employment via opera that actually employs a hell of a lot of people. For one company to function properly, you're looking at least 1,000 people. 1,000 people.
Right.
Imagine 9 provinces employing each 1,000 people. That's 9,000 people employed just to do opera, and that's it. I mean, surely that's a good thing to actually consider.
It is certainly. How do people like you, Sibongile, keep on getting overlooked, as you are saying to me now?
How? Because you are told straight up you're a threat. I mean, I've been told to my face that I'm a problem. I'm a threat to people. I make them look incompetent. I've been told to my face. And I was told that I speak too much English.
But I know you speak all the other South African languages, or at least the main ones. Can this situation be salvaged? In other words, can the powers that be see reason and mend their ways to open this industry and allow it to realize the potential that you and I know it has?
Yeah, no, it can be salvaged as long as, you know, firstly, our minister should be prepared to stop trying to force everyone to work with his friends. We should be able to just do what we need to do. Not all provinces need the same person to be looking after them. Every province has somebody there who's ready to just step in and do what they need to do. So don't try and force people to work with the same person, and you have one CEO for 5 different things. It doesn't make sense. Allow people space to occupy the spaces.
These are strong accusations about the minister always wanting to work with his friends. Can you back them up?
Yes, yes, I can. I can.
All right, because in fairness, I'm going to have to ask him for his side of the story. And to do that, I'll need to be able to bring you into the conversation
Happy to
so that we can iron this.
Ask him about specific people if needs be. Happy to name names. I'm ready to go there.
All right, well, that's what artists are. That's why I say I trust artists more than politicians and business people. But at the same time, I'm just saying, I can't allow you to make accusations if you're not willing to talk and name names and back up what you're saying. And if you are happy, then I'll take it that far. But I appreciate that you are able to come out and talk about this. I take it that your motive, and I've known you for a while, both as a fan and as now just an individual who meets you in these circles. So let me thank you again for this conversation. Let me share it as widely as possible and hope that we can get the conversation going. Let's hope that COVID-19 and the lockdown would have taught us to appreciate what we are leaving behind. Sibongile Mngoma, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.